Hello, everybody. Hi, Stampin' Friends. Welcome to our Tuesday edition. It is Tuesday, the 6th of October, and we're live. We are going live. I'm going to sneak around here and click on my computer there. Sorry about that. Hello. I'm hoping this way I'll be able to see everybody who comes on. Hi, Carrie. How are you today? As you can see, I'm going to be working with the Forever Greenery product suite. So there's a whole lot of goodies in there. And we are also going to be doing a cute new fold that I just saw on Pinterest or someplace. Hi, Jenny. And it's like an accordion fold, and it's really easy to do. So that is why I picked this one. And since the designer series papers are on sale and the Forever Fern, I should say Forever Greenery designer paper, is in that grouping of 15% off items. Hi, Beth. How are you? I see we got a few people joining us already. That is awesome. All right. So I got a little bit of a cold here. Nope, not COVID, just a old-fashioned cold. I am going to take our catalog and move this out of our way. There we go. Don't forget your hellos, your highs, your comments, your, let's see. Feel free to share it, however, whatever you'd like to do. And since I'm working with some flowers today along with our greenery, I thought that I would give these cute little paper daisies as our little drawing tonight. So actually, well, this will be our giveaway. I think I missed my drawing from last week. I don't know. I got so caught up with the World Card Making Day stuff that I think my mind went blank. So if I got some catching up to do, ladies, believe me, I will do it. And I would like to thank everybody who joined me on Saturday. It was so much fun. I had a great time. We had people from, of course, a lot from Wisconsin. That makes sense. And people from Missouri, South Dakota, Canada, Oklahoma, and I think I'm missing somebody. But they were just spread out all over the U.S. Oh, Montana. Bonnie from Montana was joining us as well. So I'd like to get started. So I also learned a little lesson on Saturday. The way I had my setup, every time I touched my table almost, it wiggled. So I have a little bit of a different setup here tonight. So hopefully I won't be giving you the shakes. All right. I am going to bring in my Simply Score, and I hope you can see that. And we're going to be using this to do our scoring, of course. Your paper that you're going to start with measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. So this is what you want to start with. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of my wax paper and just rub it over the top there. That makes our scoring tool work really nice. So I'm just going to pick that up. It's usually in its holder, but so we're going to grab this. All right, and when you score, we are going to score at 1.5 inches, and you can see that I have my little tabs preset already for that. So we're going to score at 1.5, and then we are going to score at 3 inches. Then we will score at 5.5 inches, and then again at 8 inches. So you'll be scoring 4 times, and I will try to get them on at the bottom, or if you pop over to my blog tomorrow morning, it'll all be on there. So along with another card using this. So I'm going to move this out of our way. And then we are going to fold this. So you're going to, once you have it all scored, you're going to do more or less an accordion fold. So this one is going to go back. And if you want to use your bone folder, go right ahead. Yes, I actually have my bone folder instead of my black. Then we're going to fold this one the opposite direction. All right, so it's going to go back and then front, and then this one's going to go back again. So we're just going to score as we go along. All right, I should say burnish, and then this one's going to go this way. So I'm going to flip this over so I can burnish that and give that a nice crisp edge. All right, so this is how it's going to look when we have it all scored and burnished, and this is how our fold will look. So what you're going to need is some designer paper, and we have a small panel. That's our first one here. That is going to be 1.25 inch by 4 inches. And then our medium panel, which is our second one here, will be 2.25 by 4 inches. And then our last piece, which will go on the larger flap, the back piece there, that one measures 2.75 by 4 inches. So that is how we're going to put these pieces together and how we're going to measure. Now, there are 2 small panels here, and you can leave this one blank. That is how she did it. And I apologize. I will give her credit in my blog because I forgot to write down her name. But I like 2 pieces of designer paper, and I cut them so that they actually match nicely. So we are going to have 2, and the directions will say that the small panel is 1.25 by 1 inch, or 1.25 by 4 inches, and 2 if you follow my design. You'll need 2 pieces. The medium panel, this one here, I'm sorry, is our 2.25. So let's start putting these together before I start confusing everybody, including myself. That's not hard to do today. All right. I am getting used to our new Stampin' Seal. It is quite tacky. It's got some really good adhesive there. And just a little flick there and off it goes. So now we got our 2 pieces there that align like that. Now the colors that we're using tonight are more or less the Just Jade and why can't I remember? Pretty Peacock. How can you forget that? Oh, if this doesn't want to roll, you just got to get it restarted again. There we go. Okay, now I got it. There. All right, that goes on that panel. All right. And then we're going to flip this one open all the way, and we will put our last piece on. And that one I went all the way around because I wanted to make sure, since it's at the edge, it doesn't get a little overused. So if you want, because this is a darker piece of paper, you could add in a second medium panel, which I would use Whisper White. And again, that's 2 1/4 by 4 inches. And you could put that right in here, and that way they could write on there. Okay, so now I'm going to add a greeting and some embellishments so we can get our card going here. So I'm going to set this aside just for now. And we're going to grab the ink pad. And I am working with the Pretty Peacock. And this says, "To a friend that makes me smile." This comes with the bundle. And the bundle's in the product suite if you got to have it all, because we are using a few other products here. I love the font on here. I like the greeting, and everything goes together so nicely. We're just going to push that off to the side. And then with our 2-inch punch, we are going to punch out our greeting here. I like circles. Then I'm never off center. Okay, so now let's get our adhesive going. I'm actually going to go this way, and I will show you why. I am going to bring in that beautiful Just Jade ribbon, and I'm going to give it a little twist here. And cut this off. You can always trim a little nicer later. I'm going to try to get as much off there as I can. Hope my arms are not all over in the way. And then I'm going to flip over our greeting, and we're going to add this here. All right. That just gives it a little added texture and some dimension to your card. And then I'm going to add just a little more adhesive, and it's actually going to be right over that ribbon so it sticks nice. We're going to put this right about here and hoping that's straight. There we go. Better. All right. Now your greeting is kind of hid, so when that pops open, and again, I would put the white panel here so you could write your thoughts and comments or, feelings to your friend. I'm going to put that there. All right. Now I want to do something special with the front, and I want to use the gold rings that are included in the product suite, because this is one of the items that comes with the entire suite. So what I'm going to do is set that right there, and then I'm going to put my fingers here and kind of pick this up, and I am going to use our wonderful Tombow glue. And I'm just going to spread a little bit of that right down there. Tuck that back off to the side. And then I'm going to set that right back where we picked that up. There we go. Now, we have to wait a little while so that holds. I don't want to pull that off too fast. So meanwhile, I'm just going to hold that off to the side. I'm going to bring those measurements in here for our card, and I want to make sure you can see those. There they are. So let's go over them one more time. The card base itself is 4 1/4 inch by 11 inches. And then you will score at 1 1/2, 3, 5 1/2, and 8 inches. Now, I forgot to mention that when you are cutting your card base to the 4 1/4 by 11, you're actually going to get 2 sheets out of there, of course, because you're cutting it in half, so you'll be able to make 2 cards right away. The panels for your designer paper are 1 1/4 by 4. The medium is 2 1/4 by 4. And then the large panel is 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And if you want to put a second panel in on the small, just cut 2. And then I would cut an extra 2 1/4 by 4 inch in Whisper White so you could write to your friend. All right. So, and then it just says score your cardstock, fold accordion style, and then you can add your DSP, and which is designer series paper, and your embellishments. So let me get that out of the way. And that was my cheat sheet, and I wanted to share that with you. Again, the dimensions will be written on my blog tomorrow, along with all of the products that we used tonight. Okay, so that's holding pretty good. What do you think? Cute so far. And there's so much you can do with these to embellishment and, play around with them. I am going to add, that is our little flower punch. And so we're going to punch out, just going to set this off here for now. We're going to punch out 3 of these. There we go. And I am going to take my stylus tool from the Simply Score, and I'm just going to push it right into my palm with the point there so it creates really cute little flowers. All right. Got a little off center on there, so let's get back in the middle. There we go. I like this. It folds them all up so cute. All right. So, with my Take Your Pick tool, which is this guy, and I got the pointy side out, we're going to use our glue dots. And I am going to, I roll them up just a little bit because I want it nice and sticky, and I want to make sure that I don't have a big glob on it because I want to push it right into that hoop. I want to make sure that it sticks really good onto that hoop. Okay, just roll that one over. And one more. Again, like I said on Saturday, I used to work in a flower shop, so I was working odd numbers, a lot of times 3s. So we got our 3 little flowers there. We're going to pull our card back in, and now we're just going to set these down. I don't want to get too far over on that edge because if there is any of the glue dots sticking out, we don't want it sticking over here. So we're going to push those down for now, and then we are going to pop them back up later. But they are going directly onto that ring. So push that down. There we go. And then this little guy, pick him up with the picker there. And we're going to tuck him right there. So he's down. I'm going to need another glue dot for this guy. All right. Once we are done with that, I'm not sure if you knew this. However, the dies that come with the suite, some of them actually cut out some of the leaves. So I'm going to be using a leaf along with the pretty little holiday rhinestones. These are the basic jewels. And who said you can't put green flower centers in there? That is what we are going to do today. So we got this all set up. And we're going to pop in our little, I like the big ones. Let me grab this one over here. This one's got all the big ones on. That is pretty, all right. Super simple, don't you think? All right, I got that back on there. No trouble tonight. All right. You could even add a pop of color if you wanted to. I just want to stick with the basic white. And then the piece that I cut out, the leaves I should say, that I cut out here with the die, I actually trimmed out a little bit so that it would fit right in here. So we got a little bit of that greenery sticking out. But I want to show you a little bit of an alternative. So I set that off to the side because I want you to know that as I do these demonstrations and show you different techniques, that if you go back, you're going to see a lot of them that repeat and overlap. I'm hoping you can see this nice and close, but I actually textured my designer paper, and that is one thing that we have been doing. I do believe on the World Card Making Day we did that. But it just adds a really nice texture to that, and it complements this designer paper, actually. So there we go. And then our little leaf would go right in there, and we will stick that in there with some glue. And hard to believe that in less than a half an hour, we cut and scored and made this beautiful accordion card. So what are you thinking about this? I love that you can have a cute little greeting and it's hidden. I love the gold ring. It just adds, you know, such a nice touch to this card. You could sponge your flowers. You could use different colored flowers if you'd like, but I really like to stick with the greens and the Pretty Peacock tonight. So Pretty Peacock is our base, and then our Just Jade is in the ribbon, and both colors are throughout the designer paper. So that is our little card tonight. It's kind of like a trifold, but also an accordion, so I'm not real sure if it has a name, but I just saw this and thought it was so cute and thought I would share this one with you. And if you stop by my blog tomorrow, you'll not only see this, and I'll be sharing the video as well, but I will also have another card in a different designer paper to show you some other things you can do. And you would probably guess, because we are in October, that Linda's going to do a Halloween card. Yep, So I'll be sharing a Halloween card with this cute little fold. And if I can, I may make a little short video just so you can see how it unfolds and how I put that together. So that is it tonight. It's a quickie because the card was so easy to make. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to challenge you. And if you would like to make a card like this and attach it to this blog here, that would, not my blog, I'm sorry, this little video, that'd be awesome. I would like to see if anybody wants to try this out and then post their little creation on my post here. So I thank you for joining me. Again, Linda from Linda's Stampin' Escape. And this is our little trifold accordion card. And we are using the Forever Fern Suite. Designer papers, ribbons, and accessories. And on that note, my friends, I am going to say goodbye, and I will see you soon. Thank you so very much. And you have a wonderful evening.